Welcome to my primary school midweek cook along. Today we're cooking a really simple tom yum soup. This is the simple version because we're going to be using a tom yum paste. And we're listening to music from Barbra Streisand. This is a lovely lunchtime treat, even for the evening to be quite honest, and it literally takes 5-10 minutes to cook on a cooker, and there's hardly any prep at all. The ingredients you're going to need for today's recipe is 1 can of creamed coconut milk, or just coconut milk even, okay? You will need to top that up with 400 ml of water. This is pre-boiled, so it's still warm, so it shouldn't take too long to boil. For the paste, we're using a tom yum paste. Now, I use a brand called Mayploy, which is Maeploy. Obviously, you can make tom yum soup from scratch, which is actually in my veggie Chinese takeaway cookbook. It is quite a long process because you need lemongrass, lime leaves, garlic, and a heap of other ingredients. This is really the cheap version of how to do that, and again, you get all the taste without the hassle, I guess. We've got some bean sprouts, so again, just a nice big handful of bean sprouts. We've got a courgette, which we're going to chop and cut into moon shapes, which I'll show the children how to do that in a second. And finally, for the protein, I'm using pre-cooked shrimps. You can use raw, you can add chicken, you can add pork, you can add king prawns, even a nice seafood medley. If you're one of those, we've got some of those in the cupboard, so with a bit of mussels and cockles and squid and king prawns or whatever, that'd be quite nice as well. I'm going to get my wok on. Now, if you haven't got a wok, use a saucepan. I was going to cook it in a saucepan, but I think it looks nicer in the wok. So, and we're just going to get our wok on, and we're going to add our 400 ml of coconut milk. And all I'm going to do, I'm just going to rinse the tin out a little bit with this hot water. So there's no point in wasting anything, is there? And we'll add that in. And there was actually 500 ml in here, but I only want 400. So there you go. So while that's coming up to the boil, I'm just going to top and tail my courgette. And then just carefully, I'm going to chop this in half. And then I'm just going to cut it at a slight angle. So if I start, and I can show you what I mean. So there's the courgette, and I'm just cutting at a slight angle, and I'm just cutting like little moon shapes, I guess. And children, just make sure that you tuck your fingers away and you use the flat of your knuckles to rest the chopper on. So just like that. Let's just get rid of that bit. Now we're using 6 tablespoons of tom yum paste. This, and obviously a tin of coconut milk and the water. This will be enough for 4 people, and even more so if, like me, after I finish cooking, I'm going to add some rice noodles to it as well. So, because it makes it more of a substantial lunch then. So if you want to do that as well, if you've got any rice noodles, egg noodles, udon noodles, ramen noodles, all you need to do is just boil them up so they're nice and soft, pop them in a bowl, and then pour the soup over the top, and you've got a nice tom yum noodle soup. Okay, so there's my courgettes cut and ready. You can now add your 6 tablespoons. Now 6 tablespoons is a lot, but like I say, this is going to feed between 4 and 6 people. So we're going to add this in now. I'm going to try to do it gently so not to splosh myself, because this food, the colour that they've put in this, you get this on anything and it's not coming out. Now my soup is just coming up to the boil. I'm going to add some courgettes, or my courgettes, to this. And I'm also going to add my shrimps as well, so it can come back up to the boil, because obviously when I put my bean sprouts in again, it's going to cool it down, and I need it to come back up to the boil before we get done. This is supposed to be simple. It's 1 pot, no faffing about, and perfect for when you have gone back to work. Even with the prep, we're looking at 10 minutes from start to finish. So yeah, it's a real nice quick one. Last thing I've got to do is add my bean sprouts, and I'm only going to let these warm through for about a minute. 1 last stir, heat off, put my spoon down here. I'll get my ladle, making sure that I get some prawns, some courgettes, some bean sprouts, and lots of this fantastic soup. And there we have it, guys. My really simple tom yum soup made with, what, 5 ingredients? So I think we've got courgettes, bean sprouts, tom yum paste, coconut milk and shrimps. Water, something that all of us have got because we're very lucky because we live in this country, but we have all got clean water. So 5 ingredients, 5-10 minutes, and you've got a lovely lunch. I hope you enjoy. I shall see you tonight at 6:30, where I shall be cooking a Chinese style chicken and mushroom. Have a fantastic afternoon. I'll grab the camera so you can have a quick look in the pan. There's the tom yum soup in the bowl. See, I told you there's plenty there for 4 people. And there. And I shall see you all later. Have a fantastic afternoon. Bye.